Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Thursday to you all. We have got new music to check out, so let's get right into it. I mean, this is technically a couple of days late, or like I think a day late, because we are joining back up with Mr. Eric Nam. I primarily know him as the host of the K-pop Daebak show, and more as like an online personality than his music, which I am trying to correct. Checked out his last release. And now he has a new one out called House on a Hill. Of course, Ed Sheeran had Castle on the Hill. Eric Nam now has House on a Hill. I just thought that was a quite interesting parallel between the two. Also, very much like kind of head in the architecture world at the moment, just kind of trying to get job applications filled out. But, Mr. Eric Nam, I am ready to learn about your music, sir, so let's get into the new song. Here we go. I also saw that he had a tour that was announced, and I'm very curious about it indeed, because I've heard good things about it. And it's also like he's going everywhere for this tour, and I think that's so cool. It's coming to the UK next year at some point, which is a very long ways away. And I think maybe once I figure out where I'm going to be living at that point next year, I may try and snag a ticket, because I feel like Eric Nam would be really cool to experience live. But that is for a later date. We have got House on a Hill to check out. It's dropped a little visualizer for us one time with a little bit of artwork on it. So let's check it out real quick. Here we go.
Get a house on a hill, make a whole lot of money. That's when I'll be okay. Get a hit, make it big. Maybe that's when they'll love me. All my problems will go away. Yeah, the grass is green, but I wish it was greener.
Oh, I like that the bass stepped away from the beginning of this pre-chorus.
Lately, I can't help but wonder, what if I get everything I want? What if nothing ever fills me up? What if being happy isn't what I thought? Oh, what if more is ever enough? What if I have everything right now and I'm missing what it's all
Wow, this song
about?
really picked up.
What if being happy isn't what I thought? Oh, what if more is ever enough? It's a rush, it's a thrill till the second I get it.
That chorus was really nice. The way it just picked up all of a sudden.
Got my head in the clouds, but I'm missing the sunset, chasing the next.
It's also got a really nice beat to it. The pacing is really good. The instrumental is really good too.
Yeah, the sky is blue, but I wish it was
Like this
bluer.
atmosphericness in the vocals now and like the production end.
Lately, I can't help but wonder, what if I get everything I want? What if nothing ever fills me up? What if being happy isn't what I thought? Oh, what if more is ever enough? What if I have everything right now and I'm missing what it's all about? What if being happy isn't what I thought? Oh, what if more is ever enough?
Also deeping the song a little bit in the feels of this one. Also back to the atmosphericness of it.
What if I get everything I want? What if nothing ever fills me up? What if being happy isn't what I thought? Oh, no, I can't help but wonder. What if I have everything right now?
Give it a little bit of extra beans into that high note.
What if being happy isn't what I thought? Oh, what if more is ever enough? When it's more and more enough.
Like it. It turned into a post-chorus the final time around. Oh, and let it down with a little bit of acoustic guitar. It's a very good song. It's a very good song. I very much enjoyed that. It's so smooth. It's got a little bit of pep in its step, but it's also a very kind of deep song, if you will. And it's got such a nice balance between it. I've always found this is more kind of pertaining to ballads in a way, but listening to a song that has an acoustic instrument within it just makes it feel a little bit more personal to me. Something about the way the acoustic instrument delivers the message, I think, delivers it better than, say, electronic instruments or, I guess, produce like electronic music, like synthesizers and sound samples, or even electric instruments like you have the acoustic guitars and you have the counterpart, the electric guitar. Something about the acoustic instruments just really does it for me. And even though this isn't a ballad in any way, shape, or form, it's got the emotional value of it, and having that acoustic guitar kind of remain that driving main instrument in the instrumental part, I think is so nice on the ears for me. Especially once, you know what, let's try and find it.
What if I get everything I want?
There we go.
Lately I can't help but wonder.
So, like, even in the pre chorus, even though I guess compared to the verse, that bass is dropped out a little bit more, you do kind of get that sensation of the electric guitar, sorry, acoustic guitar strumming along with the song. And it's that kind of, it's retaining the gentleness of the acoustic guitar, and by having the song kind of cut out a little bit, it like opens up the acoustic guitar as well as Eric's voice to kind of like open up and be exposed a little bit more. And then they have this moment of silence.
What if I get everything I want? What if nothing ever fills me up?
And then you've got that big rush, and we're in the final chorus now. Final chorus. Oh, wow, I cannot talk today. In the chorus proper now. And even though there's a lot more instruments going on with it, you can still piece together that acoustic guitar sound in the background. And even if you can't, the instrumentals are almost being played and being included within the song in a way that's very reminiscent of an acoustic guitar. Like there's a pluckiness to the instrumental section that sounds like you're actually strumming an acoustic guitar rather than playing on the synth. And I love that connection between the two. Also, the lyrics in this chorus.
And I really can't help but wonder. What if I get everything I want?
What if I get everything I
What if
want,
nothing ever
but if
fills me
nothing
up?
ever fills me up?
What if being happy isn't what I thought?
Or what if being happy isn't everything I thought? I think that's such a cool line.
What if more is ever enough? What if I have everything right now? And I'm missing what it's all about. What if being happy isn't what I thought? What if more is ever enough?
Yeah, I know I don't really talk about lyrics in songs all that often, mainly because my brain does not go to lyrics. It always goes towards the music first. But I mean, it helps being in all English, for sure, because I can understand it without reading. And there aren't like visuals to distract me from it. But I just think it's a very cool message to have. It's like the world is kind of like a case of what ifs. Your life is also a case of just a collection of what ifs. And it's kind of like walking you through that through his voice and the music, and I think that's so cool. I, I feel like I said this last time, but he's an artist that I really need to get into. Mainly because I really like him as a personality, especially, as an MC on the K-pop Taebak show and just various pieces of content here and there that I've seen on the internet. I really do like his personality. He's got a certain charm to him that makes like watching him easier for me. So I should really get into his music at some point. So let me know where I should start piecing together kind of Eric Nam's music in a way, because if I do end up going to see him at some point next year, I do kind of want to be, read up on his discography a little bit better. So let me know where to start. That would be greatly appreciated. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. one last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Excuse me. Whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street, just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.